What's going on, guys? It's me, Shugishu. We are back with another umamusume video. Excuse me. Whew. Hope y'all had a good weekend. And in today's video, we're going to be going over, what day is it technically right now as I'm recording? 3? Yeah, today should be technically day 3. But tonight should be day 4. Sunday night should be day 4 for me. So yeah, but today's video, which is Monday's video for you guys, will be for day 3, while tomorrow's video will be day 5. I know it's weird, but wait, actually no, right? Because if I post to the day 3 on Monday, just for you guys today, day 4 for me tonight until Monday night is day 4. So I'm gonna have to do actually no. Technically I don't even have to do day 4 because I don't know how many tickets I'm gonna be using in today's video. Because I do see that there is a crap ton of comments, like probably the most comments or replies in a video in a while. A few of the last couple videos were close, but this one's the most I've seen. So I might be using all 10 tickets in this video. So if that's the case, then day 4 I technically don't even need to do any races and just run and start running again on day 5 and just keep 10 tickets until the last day like I normally do, or something like that. We'll see what I do. But I feel certain that I'll most likely end up using all 10 tickets today because of the amount of comments. But we'll see. You never know. I might actually go through these 50-something comments and replies faster than I thought. Because last time it took a little over an hour. We'll see how it takes this time. Anyways, I don't know what's happening. Maybe I should just drink some water real quick. Alright. Well, with that being said, guys, I'm just gonna use the same characters or umas that I use. I'm not gonna train anymore to see if I can get any better ones or whatever like that. I'm just gonna deal with it and see how it goes. Because honestly, off camera, I'd rather be training for the next CM or whatever. Just to kind of get a head start, because you never know. What if I actually get something pretty good? You never know. You never know. But since we already have the races started and all that, before I start going over the comments and talk about things that I've did over the weekend and all that, if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down on the description down below. But over the weekend so far, since it's technically still the weekend for me, what did I do? Did I do anything notable? Like notable? I could say that. Did I play and did I do any events? I don't even feel like I did any events, to be quite honest. But I did check my WUWA events earlier. I'm good in WUWA so far, I believe. And then Star Rail, I believe, is the one that I need to do this week for sure. Genshin is a main story thing, but there are still events that I actually didn't check, so I should probably check that. Zenless, I know this is the last upcoming week to do one of the events. I think it's one of the events with Promea and Zhao, so I don't know. Oh, why is it? So I gotta do that this week at least. Along with Enfield. Because I didn't do I believe it's three events. That's an Enfield right now, currently. NTE, there's no events anymore. I already did the companion quest or event where it gave like some currency, in-game like in-game money and the like character ascension stuff, gold. Did my Bakushino lose that barely? Like right at the end? Or did she win? She won. Oh, right. Did she win? Yes, she won. Was I talking about NT? But yeah, NTE, there's nothing really much going on since this is the final week before Hotori or Phase 2 disappears. And we go into 1.1 next week. And then... So NTE's just chill. I'll probably just get started with the Pawpaws Bankais this week. Just because it's I'd rather just get the free million right away so I can use it. So yeah, I guess it's just Enfield, Star Rail, Woo. That's still a good amount of events, I ain't gonna lie. That's still gonna take me a couple hours regardless, so I should probably get that started today. After I finish some of my daily NTE stuff. I mean daily NTE stuff, well, after like the usual dailies. Like all the things I do during the dailies. If I haven't finished my city stamina yet, which I have like 18, I could probably still use it. For one thing. But one of the things that I do is for like the anomaly furniture for the apartments that you own or properties that you own. I go around the map and farm the materials needed to upgrade them so I can get either more attack, more defense, less stamina consumption on running, walking, or not walking, running, dashing, gliding. What was the other one? Also to level up like one of the furnitures that gives you modules where you can get a chance to possibly get an orange one and all that. So I've been doing that to kind of just increase the levels while currently, since I reached Hunter rank 40, I've been slowly getting characters to level 60, like their levels, their arcs, and getting their Esper abilities up. So yeah. It ain't cheap either. I think it takes like 800k per character if you want to just do all of that for one character. It's like 800k and a lot of materials. But I can safely say that it's probably it's just an early game thing, because I was complaining on how much currency it took to, how much it costs to level up characters in the beginning of the game. That was like the same thing with Wuwa. But now that it's later in the game in Wuwa, I never really had an issue when it came to building characters anymore. So it is what it is. But I should probably get started with the comments now, huh? Let me see if there's anything else to mention. Yeah, that's pretty much what I have to do for the events. Other than that, just the usual weekend, I would say. Just the usual weekend, I would say. So, I'm gonna refresh this just to see if maybe a new comment popped up or whatever. If not, then I'm gonna just get started with all the comments. Okay, now, so the last comment was... Well, I see a response from 3 hours ago, but I'm gonna just assume we're all good here. So, starting with the comments, we're gonna go do the usual. Start off with the others before going over Nova's. So the first comment we're gonna go over is from Eugen. I mean, the proper email had a good role in normal S, and I think I can still get Hotori through guarantee, though the Hotori account has a bad pull on regular S since I check security by selector. Excuse me. Well, while that is a good comparison, there is also the there is also the comparison in where you'll have more currency in your Hotori account because you got her early. And yes, you may have messed up with the regular S or something like that. But let me put it this way. You may have messed up with the regular S, but let's put it this way, those are only standard characters. So you don't necessarily have to feel too bad about it, in my opinion. Because in one of my polls for the standard banner character, I ended up getting a dupe. So, and I'm still not using that character. So, because I don't necessarily have a team for him. Plus, I don't want to use him at the moment. But I might end up using him if Baisong ends up being in the same team as Lacrimosa. So, there you go. Like, I literally only have Juwen and Baisong from the standard banner. Chiz is free. I mean, she's, as long as you level up your Tycoon all the way to 45, I think, you're gonna get her maxed out with dupes, and also her arc with dupes. So I don't really counter, but you'll eventually have her to use as maybe most likely your second team if you don't have a second team by then, or before you or yeah, whatever. So yeah. So you could think of it as, yeah, your proper email has a good role in normal S, and you can still get Hotori, or you can keep the Hotori account, still have a good amount of pulls because you did get Hotori fairly early. Was it 20 pulls? Although with the whole S thing, so although I don't know if you've done any pulls in your proper email one. Was your proper email one that you said you pulled for the arc for some reason? Because I don't know if I'm remembering correctly, because I do remember you saying that in one of the other accounts you pulled for the arc, but you didn't pull for Hotori, so I don't know if that's the same account. Which to me doesn't make sense, is why are you pulling for the weapon if, you know, you don't have the character? So I don't know if you were, like, if you don't care about Hotori as much, which I feel like you probably don't, because I feel like you're more, I feel like you like Lacrimosa more, if I'm going to be honest. just going off what I'm what I know about you, Eugen, from like the past few years, couple years. So I could be wrong, but I feel like maybe your proper email would be better for you, for the sake of having the character. But honestly, let me say this also: you only did 20 pulls for Hattori, so that's 2 10 pulls. You still have a lot to farm and a lot to unlock before Lacrimosa comes out by like a week. So there's still a lot for you to do. If you can't get it done, I hope you can, because you'll be able to have Hattori and Lacrimosa, possibly already having two teams to work on and just focus on at the moment. Because I don't think they'll be on the same team, but maybe they can. But obviously, you can use them in 2 separate teams if you want to kind of just plan for the future in a way, just to have some teams ready or a few teams ready. But it's up to you. If you want to go with your proper email, I won't stop you. Just letting you know my input. Next comment from Eugen says, oh, I can only say I'm using an old PC with old audio driver unless they have a good PC. But I use my phone unless they have their mobile focus on audio with Dolby or something. Well, in between those months, I was only sneak peek with random comments and don't have the opportunity to listen to the whole vid. I feel like Nova has auto adjust features that sound volume still the same. So for Red, okay, let me respond to that part before the color part, I guess. I don't know. That would be something Nova to answer. Although I would say he probably doesn't have something that auto adjusts sound volume, because I don't think so. Do you, Nova? I I feel like I do, because this isn't the first time where, well, in my last PC I did have, I've been using the same thing, so most likely I know I have something, which is why I adjusted my volume when I edit and all, and the settings for the games and OBS and all that. So I won't know, honestly, if it's too low or too high for people, unless they tell me. And so far, I've only heard it from you, Eugen, and Tanoki. No one else really tells me. And at the same time, Nova is like, well, I'm good, so I don't really know if it's good, if it's me, if it's YouTube, if it's your guys' PCs or phones or whatever. I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's not consistent. Well, yes, it's 1 versus 2. But it's like not enough sample size for me to work off of. You get me? It's like I could do small adjustments, but since I'm not getting much response out of it, yeah, I'm not gonna really do too much about it. But if it's better for you right now, Eugen, then I'll keep it that way, since it had done no change for Nova. So for Red, yeah, even with Machan is red and still in love, but I like how the red is being used, so those are my exceptions. But for most cases, you can see is red and black. That looks to be common, even if it looks cool. There are some green that I don't like, depending on the shading. I mean, I think it's like that for most colors, for all of us. Like, even our favorite colors will be like, yeah, but I don't like this shade of red, so to speak, right? Or there's going to be a shade of blue that I don't like, or a shade of orange. I like red and blue, but my favorite color is orange. So Or like for me, I don't like green, but there are certain shades of green that I do like. Like I do like olive green. I kind of like. I don't know. It's funny how I like olive green, but don't like brown. When it comes to brown, I don't know. Maybe like khaki, beige. I don't know. It would have to depend on like what I'm trying to use, like match the brown with, I guess. So yeah. But the reason why I said that you don't like red and you like green, Eugen, is because over time, the past couple years or few years, from what I've noticed, you've have had heavy bias towards the color green and more hate towards the color red. That's just how it's been. So it was just my what I seen. So I'm not saying you completely hate it because like I said, I don't like green, but I do like maybe like 2, 3 shades of green. So yeah. General pool is filled with all release, but you can select it from the anniversary selector. That's why I'm sad learning skipping stay gold during the banner due to hoping for turbo, not thinking it's a special banner and rely for ticket. Then Rick got it, so sad. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. I was like, that whole time, I was like, I swear you can get every character spook, no matter what banner it is. It doesn't matter if it's a special banner or Uma like or Ferv or Gentle Donna, or I guess in this case Stay Gold or even like Jungle Pocket and the anime collabs. I feel like I have always felt like they were always in in there. Because yes, I've gotten spooked by the anime collab, Teo and McQueen. And that's pretty much it. I haven't gotten spooked by any of the other characters because I pulled for them, or I just never got him, like Stay Gold. But I've always just said the reason why we probably just don't see him at all, or no one has gotten him, is either because it probably just never happened, because there's just so many Umas in the pool. I don't know who said it though, that they're not in the pool, but I never believed it. I never believed it, and I felt, um, and I started believe, and I was solidified. I felt it solidified more when like Rick said he got Stay Gold, and then the whole Kazuki getting Donna and all. I'm like, yeah, it's legit. The heck, who the hell said that? I'm not gonna go back through all the comments just to see who said that. That was probably like a year or two ago. So, nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. Next comment we'll go over is from Tanoki. Thank you, Eugen, for the comment. Appreciate it as always. But it's from Tanoki since he only has one. Then I'll go over Kazuki. Then I'll go over the rest, which is Nova's. So, and the League of Heroes starts. I was gonna squeeze in some runs over this weekend, but yesterday I had 8 whole runs with Horrid Inherits, or no S short. Took it as a sign to move on. Onto June CM Parents. I'm comfortable with my team for the League of Heroes. I'll be honest, compared to what happened on Friday, I feel like I'm doing better than what happened on Friday for some reason. So I don't know. I feel like I'm doing better. I could just be doing normal for all I care. Nova responded and said, it's good to have 2 inheritance options every time. Tanoki says, can you put out a usable parent soon? Thanks. Then Nova says, might take a while to make. Well, that would be helpful for Nova to put a useful parent, right, Tanoki? You probably have other parents that you could just use regardless, so it's fine, right? Other than that, thank you Tanoki for the comment and Nova for replying to the comment. Next comments are going to be from Kazuki. First one saying, in reply to a timestamp. Like this one, it says 0 tickets to use, and the 5 tickets you have didn't get to use. So yeah, total of 10 tickets since there's 5 free tickets in total. I swear I've used more than 5 free attempts to get into silver. So in my head, it's always just been 0 attempts until I reach silver. I'm gonna just keep it real. And yeah, you can't hack an online game since once modified files, you will get it insta-banned for sure. That is true. That is true. But it's still 5 tickets and free attempts until then. That's how I see it. If I see 5 tickets and not 10, it's gonna be 5 tickets. It's that simple. Number says 5, it's 5. None of this, there's technically 5 free ones. Whoa, what is wrong with my throat today? Sorry about that. Yeah, my bad. I didn't explain it from the previous video. All good. All good. If they release GTA 6 in a decade, I wouldn't be surprised anymore. It's more like, I see. Hope I guess that's good. And it is what it is. Definitely. It is what it is. We've been waiting for GTA for, what I say, 13 years? I mean, it's been what? What I say, what? It's been 15 years since Skyrim, so technically, I mean, yeah. If I've been waiting for Bethesda to do something about, was it Elder Scrolls 6? Then I'm gonna just stay here and wait until GTA 6 comes out, which is fine because I'm playing NTE, which is still technically just the non-explicit version of GTA, right? I think they're polishing it too well that it will become too realistic, and who knows, they'll pull a stunt of releasing a full dive VR MMO with GTA 6 on it. A full dive like SAO? Imagine? You know how long in the future that would probably be? Which the funny thing is that I mentioned SAO, mentioning the full dive VR MMOs, is that in SAO's setting, that was a couple years ago. That was like 10 years ago, I think, when it started. I think. Or was it 2020? Oh no, I think it ended like in 2020 something. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've seen SAO. So technically, technically, we could have maybe had some full dive technology going on. Maybe, you never know. Or maybe we just need another 20, 30 years. By the way, these Cyberpunk collab and Wua, for me, Rebecca is more fun to play than Lucy. I don't even know who's a free one or not. Even though I've seen like the leaks and all that, I'm like, I still don't know who's a free one. Is it Rebecca or is it Lucy? Maybe you'll say it in this comment. The free one is more fun to play, and I think that was a good thing because Kuro didn't slack off even if it's a free unit. Like I said, Cyberpunk collab don't really have FOMO. Or I don't have FOMO at all because one, it's an IP I don't care about. So unless like I said, the only way I see myself pulling in said Cyberpunk collab is if I actually somehow just end up liking the character without caring about them being a collab character. But let me just keep it a buck. I'm most likely gonna end up just saving, not pulling in the Cyberpunk collab, and just pulling for Lucia. So I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Plus, don't necessarily use any free characters in any games that they would like release later on. For example, Probably the only character I did build that was free, that was given like later on sometime after the game's been out for a while, was Star Rail when they released Dr. Ratio, because I put him with my Topaz team because Topaz is my favorite Star Rail character. I don't know if that's the case right now because she's just been primarily MIA. I haven't had I haven't seen her, so it's kind of like, and along the way I've just seen a lot of characters that I've grown liking a lot along the way, so who knows. But besides that, it's like, you know, I haven't really used any free characters. Zenless, Harumasa didn't even train him. Wuwa didn't even train that guy from the first year, from that like moon festival event or whatever, with Jejo. So yeah, I don't necessarily care. While everyone who thinks negative of the collab and all of that is just complaining. Or the ones that are complaining are like, ah, and I'm just here like, I don't care. And yeah, Genshin got a really hard slap from Kuro again from this one. Since Rebecca, you can get, okay, so it's Rebecca. You can get a copy of her because she will likely have a banner. While in Genshin, Aloy, as of right now, still can't get a copy of her. And you also need a PS4 or PS5 to get her. That's not even free. You need to buy to get her. What in the world? They're smoking, saying it's free. Well, I guess 50-50 free if you have a PS4 or PS5 already. It'll be free for you, but if you don't, then it's not free. It can be free if you just log into your friend's PS4, PS5 with your Genshin account. If they around that time. That's just my assumption, because at the time when Alloy was released, that was most likely during the time I was not playing Genshin. Because I had dropped Genshin like right before Liwa. And then I didn't come back to Genshin, I think maybe a month after Star Rail was released. And that was when Sumeru was already released. And I was already in the middle of Star Rail. So that was 4 years ago? Whenever Star Rail was released? 3 years ago? Right? 3, was it 3? I believe it is 3, because Zenless is hitting 2, because Zenless was released a year later. So yeah, 3 years ago. So even, and I do have a I did have a PS4. I just never thought about playing Genshin on the PS4, let alone since I wasn't playing Genshin around that time. I just didn't care. So for me, I ain't even sweating that I don't have Alloy. Like I said, FOMO don't really get me. Nova says if you really want Alloy, you can have her. It's probably something that I'm not even proud of having her on my account. Do you have her on your account? Because I don't. There's more Nova replies in the other comments. So yeah, I did the day 2 and got into gold 2. It ended up pretty surprisingly well. Still, Callstone Light, the hard carry with 49.3% win rate, 72% top 2 win rate, and 89.3% top 3 win rate. Nova says, for me, it's Callstone or Valentine Machan. I don't know why, but Halloween Bono can win as well. For me, I've noticed my best one is Believe. I guess in a sense you could say she's making me believe. Right? I'll look at it at the end. We'll see it at the end. We'll just see how it goes in the end. And the last comment from Kazuki says, so yeah, I did day 3 and it turns out decent at best. and end up to gold 4. Doing 5 tickets now. Oh, this is a reply from Nova. Doing 5 tickets now. I'm gonna save the last 10 for plat 4 or nothing. We'll see if I end up in gold 4, because this is day 3 for me right now. That means I'll be on par with you, Kazuki, at the very least, since I don't know how everyone else is doing. As for Nova, I'll probably do the same thing, because me saving 10 tickets until the last day is usually normal for me, so we'll see what happens. But other than that, thank you, Kazuki, for all the comments, and Nova for replying to a few of them. And now, all the comments from Nova. So, first comment says, wait, no 10 tickets, Shushu. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. It's Kazuki's way of saying that there's it takes him 5 free attempts to get into silver rank, basically. That's how I see it. A nub I know online asked me if Dania is evil. I'm like, she's definitely evil, alright. But Grand Architect is bae. Do you really like Grand Architect / Navora's design more than Dania? I don't. And I'm gonna keep it real. Is the Grand Architect really female? Because from what I remember in I don't know. Wait, did you play the story? I'm gonna assume you played the story. No, I'm gonna assume you did not play the story. I'm not gonna go into detail. All I know is that I know in the story they've at least called her a she and all that because of the body. So I don't want to go into more detail because I actually don't know I don't remember you saying anything about the story. What I can mention about the story is, I don't know if I mentioned it, was the whole Weeping Angel section of the game. If you guys know what Weeping Angels are, then you guys know there's kind of a horror element that we would like to add into the game. And this just happens to be one of them. I started a cafe in NTE and I'm like, I guess this is life. Apartment buying is next, and the first one is cheap. Not sure why they let you buy multiple apartments if managing one is already a drag for me. Also, the next NTE city should be Chinatown, since that is the trend with these Chinese gachas. I guess I'll be looking forward to it. Ain't got no Chinatown in the Midwest. They're making you buy different apartments because each apartment will have pretty much some kind of different anomaly furniture. I mentioned this last week or 2 weeks ago maybe, because I was deciding whether to just buy the third one instead of skipping the second one. But then I figured out that each apartment has a specific anomaly furniture, I think, that is specific to that one. And then some of the old ones from like the first one, so to speak, there's like a punching glove one. That one reaches a max level for that apartment only. So later on, and that one gives extra crit damage, I believe, to your active character or to your characters, like permanently. So, and it says, and for me, it currently says that I could level it up in later properties. So, technically, they give you a reason to buy all these properties, which I have nothing against. I have nothing against at all. I'm a simple guy. If I see why they're making me do things, then I ain't gonna complain. Unless it's really just ridiculous. This isn't just bad, it's just buying apartments and all that. Now, as for some of the races, though, where they're like, yeah, buy this car, and then window race with this car, with said car, and I was like, man, but I already have a better car. It is what it is. The Zenless event can be procrastinated until next week. As for the smaller gachas, they are ending soon. Reverse, CZN, Stella, and GFL2 all have events expiring. Well, I still have other, like Star Rail and all that to worry about also. GFL2, I think I still need to do the challenge. Battle 2, the second one. I would take 8 hours of sleep over dailies, not gonna lie. Health is more important than pixel currency. I mean, my sleeping schedule is all around the place. I don't necessarily sleep at night. So, technically, I was supposed to be awake. You could say that was just me taking a nap. Although it's kind of weird because, yeah, y'all know my sleeping schedule has been messed up for like the longest. It just hasn't really. It's like flip. If I'm awake at night, I'm most likely asleep during the day. But kind of right now, it's been like a little fitty. Like I'll be asleep for like part of the night and part of the day. So more like, I guess you could say late afternoon, early evening is like my nighttime, and I'll wake up around like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock the latest at night, and then that'll be like my legit start to the day, something like that. It is what it is. It is what it is. Now that the Green Pass allows you to pick your inheritance factors, I think it's possible to try Vivlos in Dirt. Vivlos in Dirt has been possible. What are you talking about? I already literally brought Kita. Then again, I still prefer to have Umas in their natural habitat. Do you think making a Dirt Uma run turf is kind of cruel? No. I mean, I made Kita run dirt. Eugen made Turbo run everything. Basically what I did with Kita. So no. I mean, this is the game we're talking about. You can do whatever the hell you want. You can do whatever the hell they want. Their natural distance and all that? Sure. But if you really want to just keep using them, then you just bring them everywhere. I just like having fun with all of them in every distance, so that's why I've still consistently trained Kita, Cap, and honestly between these three, Teo included, Teo is the one that's been the least trained out of those three. Actually, is Hattori even Eugen's type? I don't see it, not gonna lie. The next gacha character, probably. Yeah. I said this earlier in the video, but Lacrimosa is definitely more of the character type that Eugen likes, at least from what I've picked up over the years. And that's what it seems like. I'm gonna say it again. Between you two, I'm gonna add myself in the mix because this is the perfect This is like the perfect time for me to say this every time this comes up. Where for me, oh no, for you, Nova, we have you who who has who likes to go on the bigger end, right? The assets. I'm not saying personality and all that doesn't make a difference for you, but I feel for you, from what I've learned over the years, a lot of them has to do with the assets on the bigger end too. I think your words, the bigger the better. Then we're gonna go with Eugen, who's like the total opposite. The total opposite. Like, let's just say this, like, an NTE, he'll like Lacrimosa. You are perfectly fine with, just go with Daffodil or Juin. Total opposites. Or even Fadia, if you like Fadia, because I believe she's the one that's more... I don't have her, though, so I wouldn't know. But I seen the story, the city stories, so... And then there's me. I'm in the middle. Because I literally like both sides. Like, I do like Lacrimosa also. But I also like me and good Ji-Win, Motori. I do like Min. And then let's go to like Zenless. What is it like? You, Evelyn, me, Miyabi, Eugen. Well, in the beginning it was Qingyi. And then there was Fufu. I don't necessarily know if he was excited for any of the taller, bigger characters. I don't remember. So yeah, I don't think Eugen, Hattori is Eugen's type. I'm in the middle, so I play both sides. I'm easier to please. Eugen responds and says, I like her as per use and easy dead brain combo. There you go. He only likes her for gameplay. And the Japanese dress which sneak peek on the Shiroi pantsu on the sides. See, I do like her original fit, but I really, really, really love her skin. I ain't even gonna sugarcoat it. I really love it. That's a replay of the comment. Did Eugen reply in any other comments? Yes, he did. Okay. Next comment says... Enfield is probably just Mifu pulling them out. The dude is apparently a Levitane supporter, but meh. Get me a girl at least before I consider pulling in this awful gacha. Oh no. I agree. I ain't gonna pull for like... Well, it's a given that I'll most likely not pull for guy characters. But especially in Enfield, you are not going to convince me to go pull for a guy character with that kind of gacha. So yeah, I'm just going to pull Mifu. And then whoever that other girl they showed. And then Arcane. That's the next characters if they're all getting released. Or Mifu is getting released, obviously. But Arcane for sure, she gets released. And yeah. That's it, I guess. Some people are just sensitive to sound, I guess. I don't really care since I still hear what you're saying. That's why I don't know if it's wrong or not. Or if there's something wrong with my audio or my settings or the edit or YouTube. I don't know. So it is what it is. I'm gonna miss this scenario. If the next one is even worse, then so be it. Man can't be that bad, right? Man can't beat that, right? Huh? If the next one is even worse, then so be it. I mean, if you genuinely didn't really like Make a New Track, I feel like it would take a lot for you to hate Make a New Track. Plus, I don't think they'll make something similar to it, because Make a New Track was basically just do whatever the hell you want. So, if Kazuki gets Jungle Pocket OG from normal banners, then please do let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna assume that's the case. Also, obligatory Kazuki mustard comment here. I'm telling you, Shushu, this kid has potential to surpass my Uma luck. Yes, he has potential. But he got a long way to go. And even though you may have like some higher pulls with your Umas recently, you still haven't really reached pity as often or at all. Let alone the fact that you double MLB'd 2 cards in 1 pity. So yeah, he's got a long way to go because technically you're still going. You got a little smudge with thanks to anime collab or Cinderella Grey Cap. That's just a little smudge. You're still strong up there. So it is what it is. Kazuki responded and says, I mean, I already got her when I was pulling from a certain banner. I don't remember from when. Well, there you go. Also, I got her dupe from the monthly free star ticket. See, you could even get them there. And I did remember I kind of got mad from getting a dupe. Like, I needed some new Umas, not dupe. It'd be like that. It'd be like that. Kazuki sus with that 10 tickets comment. Might need to contact CG since we got a hacker. Kazuki responded and says, I mean, it's a total of 10 since the first 5 tickets it's free. Like, you didn't get to use the 5 tickets you have. You'll need to use the free ones first. So yeah, but it's technically not free tickets. No. Technically, all the tickets are free. You just get 5 free attempts because you're not using any of the tickets. That's just how it is, Kazuki. Like this one here, for example, says 0 tickets to use, and there are 5 of that. Plus, you have 5 tickets, not the free one from the start. So yeah, 10 tickets total. Huh? You start off with 5 in day 1 for those who wants to move on from bronze or silver, which you did. The 5 we get is the 5 free ones already, because that's the daily 5 we get every time a League of Heroes Day resets. There ain't no 5 other ones or 5 free ones that you consider that is given to us in the beginning, because that's just 5 free attempts. Because I have in the past with with a crappier team do more than 5 free attempts to get into silver rank. So that's just what it is. It's free attempts, as many free attempts as you need until you reach silver rank. It's not just 5. It just so happened that it took you 5. Alright, Kazuki? It just so happened it took you 5. And yeah, my bad, didn't explain that from the previous video. It still ain't tickets, it's free attempts. Nova says, you good, brother. Hey, you're good too. But I'm gonna just keep saying it. Those are free attempts, not tickets. The reset tickets are the free tickets that we get. So the five free tickets that you're talking about are the free tickets that we use for attempts. The reason why I end up with 10 tickets is because I won't play for a day. Usually on day 1, I don't. When I record, I only just do the whole thing, go into silver rank. I made an exception on Friday because I was just gonna go into the weekend anyway, so it is what it is. I bet I can make a GTA 7 before GTA 6 comes out. It'll probably be crappier than GTA 6 regardless. I'm gonna just keep it real. Bethesda is so dog water now. I was a fan, but now they have been lost in the sauce. Fallout 5 might not be released in my lifetime. I don't remember when was the last Bethesda game I played. I might have played a Bethesda game, but not like Fallout or Elder Scrolls. So it might have been something that was by Bethesda, or like they were a part of it. I don't know. The other card with 1 chain is Stamina Bright. I did MLB that card last year when I was in Taiwan. I could have regretted it, but it was 1 pity MLB, so I'm good. See? 1 pity MLB. The other card with 1 chain is Stamina... Wait. Another redo here? I googled the bank heist and it's locked under Tycoon level 10. How are you not Tycoon level 10 by now? Gonna need to look up guides. Sounds like a pain, to be honest. I don't mind doing it. I don't mind doing it. Does it take a while? A little bit. But if you know what you're doing, If you know what route you want to do, or what route you have your own route to do the things, uh, just have videos up to play in the background and just run around and play while listening. That's how I did it, and I still have no complaints. One thing I'm kind of disappointed is the fact that NC doesn't let you use other characters for driving and other activities. It's always the pro tag that does it. It's a small thing, but I keep thinking that if Wuwa can do it, then why not? It is a small thing. Like I said, these small things, they're just being picky. Like, all the things that I've complained about are normally picky. Picky little things like this. We're like, does it really matter? Technically, no. In my opinion, it doesn't. Eugen says future improvement, so put that on survey. Will they even see it? Probably not. Nova says, but they listen to China only. Wait, maybe I can input Chinese. If you input Chinese, they probably will listen then. They're gonna be like, oh wait. It's like they know. I did pull Red Desire in 50, so there's that. See, you pulled 50. That's pretty damn low. That's a quarter of the pulls. There's a quarter to pity. As for playing GTA 5 myself, or GTA myself, the last one I played was Vice City. Ooh. So yeah, anything related to GTA 5 or online, I don't know. GTA 5 was fun. Vice City was fun too. 50 Shades of Brown. But yeah, my favorite color is red, so it is very anti-Eugen. Same with character models. I see a pattern here. Yeah, you and Eugen are kind of opposites. Like I said, y'all are like opposites, and I'm in the middle. Yes, the construct shushu. Robots are hot. I told you that with Lucy from Reverse. You did. You did. I ain't even gonna deny it. You did. Well, I guess here's my stats for Believe. I just remembered that I was gonna go over it after. There's 2 more comments. We Asians do own the rice stereotype, but personally, I do like rice with everything. I don't mind rice with everything, although I haven't done it with everything, but whatever I've eaten rice with has been fine. So yeah, definitely my Believe has been doing most of the wins. Obviously, the numbers are all here. Tanoki says, yeah, bread a snack. Rice and noodles actually fill me. Like rice and noodles together? I've eaten rice and noodles together. I've eaten rice and bread. I've eaten bread and noodles. Well, I mean, that's kind of normal, right? Because breadsticks and and like Italian pasta or something, that's normal. Or like, yeah, the yakisoba buns in Japan. Bread and noodles. Nova says rice on pizza. That's the one thing I have not done. That's still weird to me. That's still weird to me because I think of pizza and I'm like, yeah, having rice on it, I don't know. And then lastly, female Rover is just adopted at this point. Ain't no way she's the same as her male counterpart. Honestly, a lot, if not all of the female main characters that are, you have to pick between the two. Not like Wise and Bell where they both actually have their own personality, all that. Lumine and Ether, I see the difference. Stell and Callus and Star Rail, I see the difference. There's a big difference in personality and how they react to things and all that. Both Rovers, I would say so myself. Also, I mean, if you want to put Zenless in the mix, sure. If you pick between Wise and Bell, their reactions are, and things to all that, are different. I've seen the cutscenes where they have had big differences. Plus, their personalities are already... You could already tell that their personalities are totally different. Belle is literally the gremlin sister. The gremlin little sister. And then NTE, I don't know how Zero is, the guy counterpart, so For me, the girl counterpart of Zero and NTE just gives me Lumine vibes with looking like Star Rail vibes in a way. I guess to put, you just put Lumine and Stealth together from Star Rail and Genshin. I guess I would say. Other than that, that's pretty much it for all the comments. So thank you, Kazuki, Tanoki, Yujin, and Nova for all the comments. Appreciate it as always. And with that being said, guys, that is going to be the end of this video. If you guys didn't make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and let me know how your guys' weekend were, how you guys are doing in your League of Heroes. Currently, I am only in Gold 3. Yeah, I need 1,000 more to make it into Gold 4. Looks like I am not on par with Kazuki or with anyone who's in Gold 4. So if that's any inclination of how my League of Heroes is going, I think I most likely will just end up in Plat 3 or maybe even Plat 2 if I do even worse once I hit Plat. But with that being said, guys, if there's anything else you want to talk about or ask me, just leave it down in the comment section down below. As long as appropriate, I'll go over it. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description. So with that being said, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you. Thank you once again. And as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.